Hi, welcome back. My name is Carson and this is my space where I chat about knitting. Today I'm sharing a pattern roundup, some spring knitting plans, mainly inspiration. So yeah, let's just get into it. So yes, I'm back yet again after a while. I've not had a podcast in quite some time because I've honestly just been chilling, knitting here and there, not knitting a ton, and I'm enjoying this pace at which I'm going, but I have definitely been inspired by some knitting patterns I've been seeing, and I love these videos where people share like their mood board and their inspiration. So yeah, even though I might not cast on any of these soon, I'm going to share with you, and I mean, who knows, I might cast them on next year, I'm not real sure, but I'm excited about them. So first off, let me share with you my spring knitting aesthetic, what I'm going for. I kind of dressed for it today a little bit. I feel a little silly in these puff sleeves, but my sweet grandma got me this shirt, so I'm wearing it. And it's fun, I like it. This is kind of encapsulating though my spring knitting inspiration, just overall aesthetic. But basically I'm calling this my spring knitting storybook aesthetic. I have been reading a lot recently. A lot. I love reading fantasy books. If y'all don't know, you might though, because I talk about it quite a bit. Yeah, I've been loving reading fantasy, and so this has definitely infiltrated my knitting, I guess. So yes, let me share my my storybook mood board. So I'll pop it up on the screen. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. But I basically just scoured Pinterest and saved what I liked, and here we go. So it definitely screams spring to me, kind of ethereal, definitely cottagecore-esque, but I love like the puff sleeves, and I feel like I always love these colors that I pulled year round, but it's this sage green and kind of, I don't even know what you call this pink, but a very neutral pink, and then rust red, almost like a chamomile or daffodil yellow. Love those colors all year round, so obviously that's what I pulled. But I pulled all those colors out of these pictures. I love this like deer illustration with little mushrooms. Honestly, that's where I want to live right now at all times, just like in a woodland forest. Love the girl with the rust red dress, just carefree, hanging off the edge of the pier. Is she gonna jump in? Is she not? Not sure. She doesn't care. We don't care. Love that energy. Love old books as well. And picnics in the spring. Huge fan. Also saved a girl with like a Renaissance-esque corset dress. This is very much fantasy, medieval look. I love that. I probably wouldn't wear anything like that in my life just because it's, not realistic for me, but it's fun. So I pinned that as well, and then of course flowers. Love flowers. So yeah, that is my spring mood board. That's honestly just things that I love. Love looking at, love the colors, so that's kind of what I'm going for. So I rounded up 10 patterns of everything. I rounded up, I think I have some sweaters, some vests even, socks, in no particular order, but kind of based off of this mood board, this storybook-esque type of look. So yeah, I will get into those with you now. And like I said, I might not cast on any of these anytime soon, but I do actually have some of these in my library already, so maybe I should. First one, let's just get into it. I might have even shared this in a previous knitting plans video because I love it so much and I've been looking at it for quite some time, but it is the Shelty by Wool and Beyond. It almost looks like a peasant blouse to me. It looks like there is some shaping in the back to give it like a billowy look. Not too much, it's not like these massive puff sleeves, but it is like a billowy, yeah, just like peasant top type of look. I love the way the stitches are different, like the stitches go horizontally in the front to make up that front little square piece, and then I guess you pick up stitches and knit downwards. I'm not really sure how it's constructed. I don't have this pattern, but I have been looking at it, and yeah, I'm very tempted to make it. It uses Aran weight yarn, which is honestly a reason why I haven't casted this on or like attempted to make it yet. For spring and summer knits, I really like my knitted garments to be like DK weight or below. I don't usually do Aran weight anymore, but I mean, maybe I should just try, because this looks like a nice piece to have. Definitely like more of a, for me at least, dressed up top rather than just casual plain. I mean, it is casual and plain, but it has those elements of being a little bit more dressy and like ethereal. I hope I'm saying that word right. But yeah, I've been looking at this for a while. I think it'd be really fun to knit. Like the picture has, or the, what do you call it, like the sample photo, it's white or cream. I could also see this in a really pretty sage green color. So yeah, I don't have anything in my stash for this right now. And like I said, it's Aran weight, so I'm not super tempted to cast it on just for that reason, but I have been looking at it, so maybe one day. Maybe one day. But if any of y'all try this, please let me know how it goes, because I would be super interested to hear. It looks like a fun construction, something like I've never done before. So that is pattern number 1. Pattern number 2. Okay, let's see. This is the Harvest Season Blouse. Ooh, I'm so bad at names. By I'm so sorry. Ailbíona McLochlainn? Perhaps. I will link everything down below. I'll be putting pictures up here. You'll hopefully see them already, but I'll also be linking direct links to the patterns below. So in case I totally butcher names, which I definitely will, you can check those out below. So yes, this is called the Harvest Season Blouse. It is a sweater, like a Henley sweater, which I really like. I've never knit one of those before. Yeah, that's right. I've never knit one of those before, but I really like how they look. They're casual, but also they have that extra element. It's kind of like a cardigan, kind of not, you know? It's like totally in the middle. It's like a lazy cardigan. You go halfway down and then decide to just keep it as a sweater. I don't know. And it has a really fun texture. I don't know if it's cables or just like a lacy texture down everywhere. I'm not doing very good at describing things today. I'm sorry. My brain is at half speed right now, but it's okay. And it just basically looks nice. It looks nice. I feel like in my fantasy world, this would be a good layer to throw on. Like if you're on an adventure and it's chilly outside, you know, riding horses to your next, I don't know, I've been in a fantasy mode, but this just feels like something versatile and, I don't know, transitional, maybe because of the way it can open up and let some air through, but it just looks nice. I'm not sure if it's a total spring knit for me since I live in Texas, but like I said, in the realm of fantasy, I could, you know, if I was in a fantasy world going on an adventure, I would throw this in my pack just to have. So yeah, and oh, I didn't even share what needles the other one used, but this is worsted weight yarn and it uses US 6 needles, 4.0 millimeter. So yeah, that's that guy. Super fun. Okay, next up we have some socks. These are the Spring Cottage socks by Lindsey Fowler. These, I mean, spring's in the name. They scream. They scream spring. I don't know if I even said that the first time. These have a really fun texture, just like on the leg and the instep, and it looks like it has a picot edge maybe? I can't really tell. Not too sure. I've never actually done a picot edge on anything before, so I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. And I love the color that the sample's knitted in. It's like a very pale pink, almost pastel. Love pastels personally for spring. I have some yellow yarn from Birch and Lily that I've been dying to use, and I could see myself using it for these socks. There's like some nice spring socks. They are on finger weight yarn and the US 1 2.25 millimeter needle. I'm trying to see if it's cuff down or toe up. I'm not sure, it doesn't say, but they're so pretty. Even if they were toe up, I would try them anyways. So yeah, those are first socks on my spring roundup. Ooh, the next one is also socks. And these are so cool. They're called Retro Flowers by Daniela Mühlbauer, perhaps. And they are colorwork socks. They have really cool like the name says, retro flowers down the leg, and then even more little details on like right before the toe. And I love this motif. I've seen this motif in a few different garments and knitted things. Like, I think, what is it called? I've seen it. There's like a cardigan and a sweater that kind of has the same pattern. I don't think it's by the same person though, but I really like this retro flower, and I don't know, it just looks nice. It looks nice and I like it, and that's that. It uses fingering weight yarn, US 1 2.25 millimeter needle, and US 1.5 2.5 millimeter needle. I'm guessing for the color work, but I don't have the pattern, so could be wrong. It is in English and German, and it just looks nice. That's what I gotta say about it. Okay, next one is actually a vest. It's called the Vilma top by Gregoria Fibers. Also, I've been looking at this one for a while. I'm not a huge vest person, but I've really thought about casting this one on because it combines two of my favorite things. It combines the lace work and broken rib, and it just looks so nice. Yeah, it looks fun to knit. It looks pretty like simple to knit. It is air and weight yarn, so again, not sure where this would fit in my practicality wardrobe because it's a vest, but it's air and weight, and it looks springy, but it's like 80 degrees outside right now. So yeah, but it's cute. It uses US 6 4.0 millimeter needles and US 2.5 3.0 millimeter needles. It says it has an elegant weight and drape, cropped silhouette, relaxed fit. It says it's perfect to wear with summer dresses. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. That is kind of what I'm imagining if I were to wear it, wearing it with, but I don't wear dresses. But like I said, this is just for fun. This is just for fun, thinking about, dreaming about, but it looks really nice, and who knows, I might knit this one day just for fun, just to have. In the picture it's styled with a t-shirt, but like the description says, I think it would look really nice with a dress. On to the next. We have the Ivy scarf by Cookie the Knitter. This one I might cast this on. Y'all know I'm a big fan of bandanas for hair, like these kind of, but also just to put in my hair because I have wild, unruly hair and it just helps keep it out of my face, especially in the spring and summer. And this one looks so fun. It doesn't look like one that I've done before because I've knitted quite a few bandanas, but this one uses Cardiff cashmere small or knitting for olive compatible cashmere, and in the picture it does look very fluffy and light and airy, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's using cashmere. Okay, Wilder woke up from a nap, so a short intermission, at least in my time, but I'm back. So, I don't remember what I was saying about this, but I'll just start where I think I was. I think I already talked about it was finger weight yarn. She used cashmere, so it looks really fluffy and light. There are 3 sizes for this. So there's a bandana size, which I'm most interested in, kind of like the traditional triangle shape, and then there's also, it looks like kind of like the Sophie scarf. It's like a point and then a long strip, and I don't, it says there's 3 sizes, but that's all I see, so maybe one of those comes in like a slightly larger, smaller size, but it looks really cute and very Cottage Storybook-esque. And yeah, I love little projects like this that don't take very much yarn and don't take a ton of like time. Not that you have to knit it fast, but it's just I like these projects, especially, what I'm trying to say, to like as a palette cleanser between other bigger projects. So I could definitely see myself knitting this at some point in time. Let's see, what is next? Next we have the Bifurca Pullover by Teti Lutsak. Again, I'll link everything below, but this looks so fun. It has flower motifs. It's a sweater, but it's kind of unlike anything I've seen. At least it's not like your traditional raglan sweater or anything. It kind of has a fun V shape down the front, and then it ties, I guess, to kind of hold it together. But this looks like it's straight out of a storybook, which is why I put it in here. It looks like it could be deceiving, right? I mean, it could be like a warrior's outfit. you know, or also like a fun, just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm a little delusional after reading all these fantasy books, but I guess I'm saying kind of like an outfit could be night or day. This could be like a fun warrior with a knife outfit, or like fairy tale princess trotting around the pond. I don't know. I just like it. It uses light fingering weight yarn. That's surprising. That seems like it would take a long time, which is fine, but still. It uses US 1.5 2.5 millimeter needle and US 2.5 3.0 millimeter needle. So very small needles. Probably very time consuming project, but it seems like it would be worth it in the end. It's gorgeous. Y'all should definitely look through the projects because people used lots of different colors. Ooh, here's a white and tan one. Oh, there's a rust red one. Wow, okay, I'll stop talking. But it looks really fun and very different and unique. So, had to put that one in here. Let's see. Oh, here's another bandana. I actually have this one in my library, so this is probably, out of this whole list, the most realistic plan that I could potentially knit, but it's the Romanticist bandana by Meredith, Campbell, fellow podcaster, YouTuber, knitter. Very elegant, very romantic, as the name says. It has a fun little diamond lace stitch in here, and it seems really straightforward. Let's see, it's DK weight yarn, US 5 3.75 millimeter needle. Uses 50 grams of yarn, so could be like a single skein or stash project. Yeah, I really like I like the sample color, just like a tan, and there's also a green in here that someone's knit. I'm trying to think of what colors I have. I have like a pink DK weight cotton, and I have a yellow cotton, but I'm knitting some other stuff in yellow right now. I'll show that in my next podcast, but I have some blue yarn. I don't know, but I definitely have yarn for this, and I have it in my library, so I have everything I need. I just need to cast it on one day. So yeah, maybe once I wrap up some projects, I'll cast this on soon, but it just looks like, again, the perfect palette cleanser, small, portable, easy peasy project, and then you can wear it immediately after. So yeah, let's see. Oh, okay, now I have a bag. The Bridget Bag by Gregoria Fibers. This is also in my library. I've had this for a couple years, and I casted it on. It uses a different type of cast on that I've never done before until this pattern, and I got very confused casting it on. I'm someone who's not very good at following directions. That's why it took me forever to learn how to knit, I think, because I don't love sitting down and taking the time to learn something, which is not a great quality of mine now that I think about it, but I like just doing it instead of taking the time to learn. So that definitely, I think, stopped me from making it, but I should just do it and try because it's really pretty. It has a lot of lace work, it looks like. I love the twisted handles on the bag. It looks like a great size too, and I'm sure you could kind of gauge whatever yarn you have and go up or down needle size and make like a smaller bag or a bigger bag. This one, though, in particular uses sport weight yarn. I don't think I've ever knit with sport weight yarn before. That's one of those weird yarn categories to me that it's like in between stuff, and I don't use a whole lot, but it uses US 1.5 2.5 millimeter needle and US 4 3.5 millimeter needle. 361 yards. I really don't know how much yards come in a regular sport weight size. Because like I said, I don't use sport weight, but I think I would either trade this out for fingering weight, make a smaller bag, or DK weight and make a bigger bag. So yeah, it just looks great. I feel like I could stuff some flowers in here, you know, like a little flower bag. I love picking I haven't picked wildflowers in a long time. Not a long time, maybe a couple years. I'm not in the space anymore that we have like wildflowers out in our yard, but definitely whenever I travel back home, there's wildflowers on the county roads and just everywhere, and so I have a lot of fun picking flowers, and this could definitely be a little flower picking bag. So yeah. Let's see. Ooh, okay, next up is the Marysia cardigan. This is by Vert & Rose. Love the sample, color especially. This, I honestly am not sure if this is a cable cardigan or like a faux cable cardigan and it just uses like lace techniques. Not sure. It looks pretty subtle though. Like, I can't imagine this would need a cable needle, but I could be wrong. This is a cardigan. It uses DK weight yarn and US 7 4.5 millimeter needle, US 6 4.0 millimeter needle, and US 5 3.75 millimeter needle. Quite a few needles. But yeah, I just really love the subtle texture, cable-esque look. Again, I'm not sure if it's like actual cables and you need a needle for it, or if it's lace work. I personally don't love cables. I don't love having that extra needle to have to work with, so I'm kind of hoping it's not that I'm casting this on anytime soon, but I actually would like to cast this on eventually. I've always said I need a cardigan, and I have never knit one with long sleeves. That's like the one thing I need. I really like it though. I love all the colors that people knit this in. Love the sage green, of course. And it comes in lots of different sizes extra small to 5X. Would love to knit one day. Would love to knit. Okay, I have one more, I believe. Yes, this is a vest. This is called the Elderberry Vest. Now, this is probably the most fantasy-esque thing in this category. It almost looks like it should be from Outlander or something. I love the way this thing crosses in the front. This to me feels like a warrior outfit, you know? Like the girl who looks all innocent, but she's like trained and can fight and whips out a dagger whenever she needs it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this feels like to me. It just looks so fun. It looks like there's a little bit of lace work, especially on the edges, which is so cool and such a cool detail, I think. But this uses worsted weight yarn, sport plus sport held together. If I were to knit it, I would just use worsted weight. Uses US 8 5.0 millimeter needle. I actually do have some yarn, some worsted weight yarn in stash that would probably be just enough for this vest. I don't know if it's something that I would wear though. I would like to wear it. But honestly, I should make a mood board, like my realistic mood board, and it's all the clothes I actually wear, which are like biker shorts and my husband's massive t-shirt. Not even massive, we're the same size. My husband's t-shirts, like old t-shirts from high school and college. I wear my hair up in a bun most of the time. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not sure how much wear I would get out of something like this, but it's really fun, and I like it a whole lot. Like I said, it gives me Outlander vibes, which I love. So yeah, y'all, those are all my patterns. I'm not sure, I think that was a short video. I had some intermission time between there, but thanks for sticking around and listening. Hopefully y'all found some of these patterns interesting. Feel free to check out the links below and save them to your Ravelry. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I believe I will be back though soon for a podcast. I am joining the Spring 2024 Knitathon, hosted by Pia, fellow knitter, YouTuber, so sweet. She asked me to join again this year, so I think that's on April 6th or 7th or 5th, depending on the time difference. But yeah, I will have a regular podcast up soon, and yeah, now that it's getting nice outside, I'm really wanting to, like, I've never been a gardener, but I would like to try, and I would like to film some stuff like that too, just to be different. I love podcasting, but I'm also feeling a little stale or like not super excited. I think it's because partially I'm not knitting as much either. So maybe I'll try out some different content. Maybe, I don't know about vlogging. That seems intimidating, but we'll see. If there's anything y'all want to see in particular, let me know. Give me some video ideas. I would love them all, but yeah, let me know what y'all are knitting on this spring or what you got your eye on. I love looking at patterns, even though I probably don't knit them. I don't knit near as many patterns as I like to look at. I'll say that. But it's really fun to look at inspiration. So let me know. Ooh, let me know if y'all have like a aesthetic. I've been seeing lots of aesthetics recently, like cottagecore, of course, cottagecore, but also like granola girl. Love that aesthetic. I feel like these aesthetics are new to me, but it is fun to like put together similar stuff. So if y'all have a certain inspiration y'all are going for, let me know. I'd love to know. But yeah, anyways, thanks for sticking around, and I guess I'll see y'all next time.